Good morning, children. Today we'll talk about the next topic, that is circular current loop as a magnetic dipole. See, you have already done about electric dipole and you have also calculated electric field due to an electric dipole at an axial as well as equatorial point. And as you remember, that electric field at an axial point due to an electric dipole came out to be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p upon x cube, where p was electric dipole moment. We'll do it in a similar manner. Magnetic dipole, we'll see that we'll get a similar expression here for magnetic field also when we calculate it for a current loop. See, for a current loop, we have already calculated using Biot-Savart's law. B is equals to mu naught IR square upon 2 R square plus X square raised to the power 3 by 2. This is the magnetic field which we have calculated for a circular current carrying loop at a distance x, in which the current carrying loop was having radius r. This was the expression we obtained. Physically also you can see that when a current carrying loop is there, when we take say two opposite sides, the current is exactly in the opposite direction, thereby producing magnetic field in different direction, rather exactly opposite direction. Therefore it will act as a magnetic dipole. So the magnetic field at an axial point at a distance x is given by this expression. Now if we take x to be very large in comparison to r, then r square can be neglected. Here, we will not neglect this. We will neglect in this expression as x square is quite large. So what we will get is mu naught upon 2 I r square is neglected, so you will get x square 3 by 2. This is going to give me mu naught upon 2 IR square x cube. See, I want to bring it in this form. We know that also A here, area of this current loop will be equal to pi r square. So here r square can be substituted as A upon pi. Substitute it here. Mu naught I in place of r square A upon 2 pi x cube. And what is IA? This we have already done. Magnetic moment, which can be denoted by M. So B can be written as now mu naught upon 2 pi M, I'll use capital M here, upon x cube. To make it 4 pi here, I can multiply and divide by 2. Mu naught upon 4 pi 2m upon x cube. Now just compare these two expressions. Mu naught upon 4 pi 2m upon x cube, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p upon x cube. That means you can replace mu naught upon 1 by epsilon naught. So this is also a constant, this is a different constant. So just check. If I put here mu naught upon 1 by 4 pi epsilon, what I am going to get? The same term. In place of electric dipole moment, I am getting magnetic dipole moment. See, for information, I will tell you magnetic dipole moment can be written also as magnetic strength of either of the pole multiplied by magnetic length. You can have it as 2L or 2A, whatever you feel like. In the same manner as we have got electric dipole moment as either of the charge multiplied by the dipole length. In the same manner. So now you can see these two expressions are similar. What does it mean? This was an electric field due to an electric dipole. That means the expression which we have obtained here due to a circular current loop is as similar to this magnetic field, means this loop is also acting as a magnetic dipole with this magnetic moment. So these are similar expressions for electric field and magnetic field, where P is being replaced by M, mu naught is being replaced by 1 upon 4 pi, 1 upon epsilon naught. So in this way, you can see that a circular current carrying loop will work as a magnetic dipole. Thank you. The next topic is the magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. See, consider a revolving electron. See, in every atom the electron is revolving. This is, say, the nucleus, and electron is revolving around the nucleus. I want to find out its magnetic dipole moment, that is M is equals to I into A. We will also find out the relation between angular momentum and the magnetic momentum. See, a current, like if electron is revolving around it, we can take the moving electron as flow of current, that you already know. So I can be written as, I is given by Q upon T. Here the charge is on electron, so what we have taken is I is equals to E upon T. We are talking about one revolution. So we'll take that, so small t can be replaced by capital T. You can take it as a time period. So time to take electron to go around nucleus once. So I have replaced a small t by capital T. Now this, if the velocity of the electron is, say, v, so the distance covered in one revolution will be equal to the circumference of the circle. So your t will be equal to, time period will be equal to 2 pi r if this radius is taken as r, divided by the velocity with which the electron is moving. So capital T will be equal to 2 pi r upon v. We can substitute the value of t from this equation into this equation. You will obtain I is equals to EV upon 2 pi r. Now the magnetic moment which we have already talked about, the capital M, here I am denoting it by mu m as given in your NCERT book. Otherwise you can denote it by M also. Magnetic moment is equals to I A. This we have already done so many times now. And since the radius is r, A will be equal to pi r square. So I into pi r square. Here you can substitute the value of I from here, and I will get this expression for magnetic moment, E V R upon 2. Multiply and divide this expression by ME, because I want to write down it in terms of angular momentum, because angular momentum is MVR So I multiply and divide this expression by m e. So I'll get mu L is equals to E upon 2. I'll divide here by me, multiplied by me. So I'll get now E upon me, capital L. This is angular momentum. And since angular momentum as well as magnetic moment are both vector quantities, I can write down mu L is equals to minus. Now here I'll take the negative sign to show the direction. These momentums will be in opposite direction. From here I can also write down mu L upon L is equals to minus E upon 2m E. This ratio is also known as gyromagnetic ratio. Also, L is equals to NH upon 2 pi according to Bohr's postulate. So you can equate this L to NH upon 2 pi here. You can write in place of this. You will get mu L is equals to E upon 4 pi me. And now you can see these all are constant values. You can substitute the values, find out the answer. You will get 9.27 into 10 to the power minus 24 ampere meter square. This is known as Bohr magnet. Alright, so this much you will do. This is all for today. This completes your 4th chapter also. We'll start 5th chapter from tomorrow. Thank you.